Little crown princess Peachy. Is they're all nice and content on the doghouse. All precious. It's like, yeah, I'm living in, you know, the miracle right now because this is magnificent. And yeah, I'm kind of sleepy and meow. I saw a little orb. That was cute. I saw a little orb. Oh, I saw another orb. Anyway, he's like, yeah, this is nice. I'm gonna live in the moment and just enjoy the light of my Heavenly Father and lay here on the doghouse in the grim and rise above it and enjoy this beautiful living light of love of God. That's the light of God right there, man. Right there, a little kitten, and she just turned 8 weeks in sunshine on her doghouse. And she's above that dark spot right there. And dark spot right there, you know. And she's risen above it. And Jose and I were talking and having quite the conversation. And we want to rise above that dark spot in the wisdom of our Heavenly Father, and as only He can show it. As only He can show it. Like that. Only God could do this, Jibs. And we give Him all the credit and the glory because we want to see where I was. See if I can get my finger in there. Where's my hand? Okay. I was right here in this dark spot right here for 25 solid years of my life, man. I was in that dark place. Well, let's talk about that dark place, shall we? That dark place was Michael Ruben Ledoux. And I'm just going to do a really quick review of what my experience was, what my story is. Can't speak for him, but I can speak for myself in the light of Heavenly God's Father's truth, just like that kitty cat right there. And I can lay in the truth of my Heavenly Father's light because that's all that matters, is the truth. Right? Right?
Beverly, yeah, baby. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Beverly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The truth's the only thing that matters.
Yes.
At all. And so let's talk about that. Remember, the 3 fingers. Let's do that story because I love that one. You have the way, the truth, and the life. And without the truth, you don't have the way. And without the truth, you don't have the life. Well, read between the lines, guys. Okay. Kid-friendly, use your imagination. But yeah, if you don't have the truth, you're jacked to the max. And the truth stands a little bit taller, don't it? No matter what you do, that middle finger, it stands up taller because the truth always rises above it all. And we're living in the light of the truth because, truth be told, that 25 years for me was 7 solid years of straight-up alcoholism. 30-pack a night, remember? That's what I saw. And a man who had fraudulent schemes and affairs in Florence, Arizona. I didn't find this out till after we were married. Kind of got me good there, didn't you? Then he had told me he didn't have any children at all. And I didn't find out till we got to Reno and had our tax return yanked. And he had 3 kids he owed a lot of back child support for. In Texas. And I didn't find that out until after we were married. He told me he had no kids. But I told him the truth straight up from the very beginning. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's getting maybe a little skippy there. Yep, she's getting them. Because it's the truth. And the truth can be really hard and it can jack with your head. So anyway, I kept going with Mike, because I had AIDS after all. Nobody was going to want me anyway. And I had a state check or whatnot, but just desecrated. And Mike used that as power against me because he had me where he wanted me, I guess. So anyway, I stayed another 25 years with him after he stopped drinking in Espanola when we went to the Santuario de Chimayo and saw Father Cademiso Roca in the year of St. Paul, the 2000 Jubilee, and he got cured from his alcoholism, glory be. Glory be to God, he did. Gotta get the cup. Owie, owie,
Oh, baby.
owie, owie. And she's getting a little skinny. Oh, yeah, yep, she's getting a skinny there. Yeah, girl. Anyway, so, yeah. So then all this stuff comes out, and, you know, I don't want to go too far deep into it, really, because it was awful.
Yeah.
It was awful with Michael Rubin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I found out so much awfulness and lies and alibis, and I stayed. I was the ditzy blonde for staying, but I took vows under God. And he accepted me unconditionally with my AIDS diagnosis. That was a lot. It meant a lot, but it was used as power against me to keep me down. No one else is going to want you anyway, you fat butt bitch. And I heard that a lot. I'm sure Luke will remember that for me. But anyway, so I didn't know we had these. We scored smokes. Right on. All right on. Thank you, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so, you know, I realized, and I'm realizing today, more than anything, how dark it really was for me. That's a red vines there. Oh, those are righteous red vines. We love our red vines. Yeah, that's good stuff right there. Yeah. That's good stuff. And of course, my Jose is always quick on the draw. Texas gentleman. Look at that. Thank you, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Me, would you like one too? I enjoy one. Yeah,
No,
they're good. They're Chesterfields. They're old school. Oh! You're such a love. I would have got that, baby.
No,
See how sweet he is. He takes such good care of me. And I never got that from Michael Rubin. All I got was being mean to me and alcoholism and cheating on me and taking my children and you know, stealing money from me and leaving me thrown in homeless shelters with my 1-year-old daughter, and made a Fire Marshal Joe fix my van when he had $6,000 in his pocket. I mean, come on. And I still stayed because I was in a women's shelter, and I wanted to go home and I wanted a family, and we had kids, so I tried to get, because we had 2 little babies, Dixie and Carrie Ann, man. Worked my butt off to adopt them and protect them. I didn't see anybody else ever hurt him. Little do I know or knew how much he was hurting him. I believe, anyway. But he was, what he did, you know, I'm just talking about me. My story. But, to see how ugly it really got and how much I really was not loved and how much I really was desecrated and how much I really was dishonored in my own home and not loved like Joseph loves me. Not loved like Joseph loves me. Not loved like my Crown Princess Peachy loves me. Mm-hmm. Not loved like my what do you know, my Not loved like my loves me. I just even go to the store and he gets Skippy. I don't mean Bippy. So, yeah, Joe, you know, he loves me. I know we need to brush our hair. We did a lot of housework today, but anyway, my Joseph loves me. My loves me. Wants to be with me, is upset if I'm gone, loves to snuggle with me. Joseph, my God, it's been a year. It's our year anniversary. And that's where I want to be in my heart. That's where I want to be in this experience and leave the darkness. Leave, you know, that my children have been led to believe awful, awful, awful lies about me. And Joseph said it himself, you know, he did. You know, Terry Cam sees all this stuff coming at you going, there's something really wrong here, man. This is just too much stuff getting shoved down this lady.
Yeah.
And he didn't want nothing to do with it. What did he tell me, I quote? I've been doing this for like 45 years, and I've never had a case this hard. Why is it so hard? Because so many people are spending so much time looking for so much chit on me. C-H-I-T, I'm not cussing. Chit's a whole nother word. Or chips, I'll say that too. But anyway, yeah. And my pastor, Pastor John Paul McGarry, Dr. Reverend, said, between Bobby and I, Laurel, we've been doing this for 40 years, 85 years between the God bless her, so God bless them, whatever, huh? God bless for their service. But John even told me, between the two of us, we can't get our heads around what's happening to you. And that says a lot, Loves, doesn't it, Joe?
Yeah, we baby. I see it. I seen right off.
What did you see, Joe?
How, man, the cold won't let you hear your side of the story. Just shut the door on you. Don't want you to tell your side of the story to tell them the facts. It seems like there isn't Mike all the way.
Yeah, I can't ask a question.
No.
Nobody wants to ask me wants me to ask a question. God forbid she starts asking questions. You know the old saying, ask us no questions, we'll tell you no lies.
And all this shit, all this stuff started when you try to come back to get your daughter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Terry Cam told me straight up, Laurel, if you're telling me the truth about all this, then I'll take you all the way to the Supreme Court. Boy, I guess he didn't know how hard that was going to be.
Oh, yeah.
I guess, because he said it's the hardest case he's ever. Why is it so hard? My God.
Because you can't speak for your side of the story.
Yeah, everybody's accusing me and throwing stuff and making up stuff that I'm some lady riding along on a bike with taking pictures, or I'm trying to kidnap my children through a church group and get into and my children are being told this stuff. My children, that I hurt people with my staff, that I killed my bird. This is what my children are being told about me, and this is what they're believing. Why? Because everybody's jumping on the bandwagon to find something wrong with me, and that's enough to flip my chips all by itself. Of course I'm going to be jacked in my head and want to forget. Right, Joe?
Yeah.
Good God Almighty, it's coming at me like a train wreck.
Yeah.
And everybody's on board. The Decimate Laurel and Laurel Ryder Ladoo train. God in heaven, it's unbelievable. And everyone is going along with this, setting me up like bowling pins at Travelodge. And all this is created out of Mike Ladoo's lies. All of it. All of it. And Lord, no, I can imagine what I don't know in the light of the truth, really. See, and I love smoking because you know what that does? See all that smoke that's rising? That's all the truth being risen in the smoke to God in heaven, who lives in the way of the truth and the life. The real judge. The real judge. That's right, Joseph. You say it like it is, baby. He's got wild hair. He's a wild guy. He's got great hair. Lots of it, too, unlike some other people I like. Ew. Anyway, yeah. Well, he's got hair and then some because he took things for you. You should have taken. The man you're looking at right there is the one who took it from Mike Ladoo. I'm just telling my story.
Go ahead, baby.
Yeah, I'm not talking to him directly at all. Talking to God here, talking to my Joseph, just reflecting on the darkness where I lived. The magnitude of the case is held and set up against me. The truth is far more entertaining, Loves.
Oh, yeah.
But, in it all, I found my real love. The one man, the dog, the cat, that had been for didn't leave me thrown in the street.
Nope.
Picked me up when I was in the dirt, slept with me in the dirt and fiberglass. Saw me in hotels, saw me cry endless rivers for my children and what I was going through and how everybody was decimating me. It's awful to be a witness, ain't it, Joseph?
Yeah, but the truth gotta get out there.
And what was the truth like you saw it, Joe?
How, like I say, how it don't turn on you. Soon you got back. Well, we from San Antonio here, man. On the way down, man.
Yeah, Joseph made a very interesting point, huh, Lord?
Yeah.
When you said you were coming back, the chit hit the fan. C-H-I-T, I'm not cursing. The chit hit the fan.
Oh, yeah.
Or the cow chips. Whatever you want to put it.
Yeah.
It hit the fan when they knew I was coming back. Well, actually, it was set to motion way before then with the fake restraining order and the promise of $400,000 and a quick divorce. This was all supposed to be over with by the time I got to San Antonio. When I knew April Fool's Day came and I split,
It was April Fool's Day.
I knew I was being made the fool, I guess, maybe. Because I went to go find a job in San Antonio. I didn't I had no plan. I wasn't even with a man
Nope.
for almost 5 months after I left the tip bag. CHIG. Yeah. I wasn't looking for a man. I vowed off, man. Actually, Joseph quite swept me off my feet. Texas gentleman that he is. Can I help you with the bags there, ma'am? Oh, and he was so sweet. He didn't want nothing from me. He just wanted to help me because he saw, God, the immensity of the load. But the man I was married to for 25 years didn't give two gems about that load I was carrying or how I was going to do it. But this man did. This man did. That man left me in that car with an $850 a month payment, I might add. And I only make $1,500 a month. Boy, that was a joy to have to try to keep up with by itself. Half my good God Almighty, plus play per diem and hotels. Oh, good God! Good luck to anybody who could pull that off. And I went to San Antonio to find a job. Converse City, actually. You know, Juan and Lisa, my precious goddaughter Frances. Still precious, my little goddaughter. And little Vicente.
Mm-hmm.
Rodriguez. They're beautiful. Beautiful, magnificent children. The rest are demons. If you ask me, it's only my opinion. You know, we all have them. Anyway, yeah. And then Louis, you know, Joe's brother was a real piece of work. Had him on crack down there, you know. A real great brother, you know. Ripping him off for his check. Making him work for free. Come on, let's face it. Truth is what it is, man. Good old Aretha Franklin, is what it is. Come on, what I say, what it is. Yes, let's pray, what it is. You can't get away, what it is. I'm paraphrasing. You rock, Aretha. Anyway, so yeah, you know, Joseph was in his poor dungeon of darkness there. His brother sent him out at 3 o'clock in the morning, unregistered, unlicensed, uninsured vehicle, and Joseph don't know no better because he's the mind of a child. Oh, God help him. That's why he gets his check. He's not confident. His brother Louis is like, yeah, go out there and, you know, see you never know. You know, go out there. And Joe would. Because Joe would go anywhere pretty much. He loves somebody. He'd do whatever. God love him. He does have the mind of a child. He does. Man, nonetheless. But a man with a child like mine who's been through God and heaven. My story, in a lot of ways, is nothing compared to Joseph's. That's for sure, man. I can't magnify this man enough for what God has pulled his chips through. I really can't. I'm an indestructible force, just like me.
There you go.
Some, you know, because we are children.
You're stronger than me.
And I am a child.
Yep.
And I do hurt like a child.
Oh yeah.
I do.
Well, you going to worse stuff worse than I'm going through.
Well, you know, and I wouldn't mind it so much, Joseph, if it was the truth.
I know, me.
If I really, you know, am this awful, and I really killed my bird on purpose, and I really hurt people with my stick, come on. And I went into the VA medical center and broke the windows with baseball bats and the computer towers and scared the crap out of all the employees. And my son is telling this story about me, how I did this, when all I did was return a flag and find out about my education.
I was there that day.
And there's little Princess Peachy. Yeah, I mean, it makes you a little skippy to hear what your children are saying about you. Well, where are they getting these stories and lies? Where are they getting them? Yes, cats get a little skippy when they get held. They like to be played with, and you know, but they don't want to be forced into anything. Well, I was in enforcement. Believe me, I was forced. And a lot of stuff that, and I got played with just like that kitty cat. Boy, I got played big time, didn't I? I got played to the max, man. Played to the max.
Mm-hmm.
And I went along with it as long as that licorice led me, and Mike Ledoux was the licorice. And he led me just like he's led. Now, come on. Anybody who knows me, I mean, really, they said these things about, you know, this is what I had to listen to. what my children heard, that I went into that VA medical center with baseball bat and I smashed the windows, I smashed the monitors, I smashed the towers, I smashed the desk, and they had to call the FBI to haul my psycho crazy lying, whoring, bitching, bird killing, thieving, eating butt out of there. I had to straight up call the FBI. Can you believe it? So my pastor, Dr. Reverend John Paul McGarry, goes down to the VA and says, hey, was this lady here about I think Veterans Day, returning a flag, and yeah. Was there a lady? Oh no, he said it different. Let me make it right. I want to say it right. He asked, was there some lady here around Veterans Day, a week or so, two after, where she smashed the windows and broke all the computers and smashed the windows with a baseball bat and the towers and the monitors and scared you all and you had to call the FBI? Did that really happen? Begs the question, doesn't it? Lady says, Sandy, I think she was a really great receptionist. We don't even know the number to the FBI. And John's like, okay, so it never happened, right? No, it never happened like that at all, man. Where'd you get this from? But this is what my children were fed to believe, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
And my son Lucas retold this story to Shelley, who works at the NRA, and told her, there's a big lie to the truth. There's O with Joe, huh? You know Joe and O. Oh, he said, let me have a little red wine, please, Papa. Let me have a little red wine. Just a little bite, a little. It's okay. It's not chocolate.
Yeah.
Not a whole one. No, don't give him a whole one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Come on, here.
Yeah, see, dogs are a lot less led. They're more stubborn, and they're like, no, you bring it to me, man. I'm O. He's such a big baby. He's such a big baby. He's such a good boy. Boy, and he's going for a brushing again tonight. I just brushed him this morning for an hour. Something. He's a big love. Look how he loves it, Papa. See, now that's love. That's love. Telling your children lies about you, that you're this psycho crazy one. That is not love, for God's sake. And this is exactly the point we got to. Let's just cut to the chase, shall we, loves? If I was really loved in my own home, my children wouldn't begin to believe those stories about me, let alone spread them to other people like Shelley. Really believe that about me? Come on, without going and verifying it yourself, come on. But you're willing to spread it like wildfire to everybody, let alone everything else that was said about me. Righto? Hey-o. Oh, man. Hey-o. Oh, oh, the truth. My name is O. And, I got my own little kitty cat, Princess Peachy, right over there. Yeah, and, yeah. And I love my mama, and my mama is not nothing like what you guys made out of sight. Good God help y'all. Hey, Papa, you know what they said about Mama?
Yeah, I know.
Nine chips. I mean, it made me look like a witch. And everybody jumped on let's lie about Laurel Ledoux train.
No.
How many people accuse me? It's like Terry Cam said, I've been doing this 45 years, and this is the hardest case I've ever fought. Why? Because everybody's against me. Everybody's believing everything that he has just said. Oh, yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, she broke up with and what else had they this is now here's the big picture, guys. Let's not forget.
Oh.
What else have, and I heard people with my stick and and all the, getting kicked out of places every other week or every 2 weeks. Good God. No rest. Oh, no rest at all. No, say oh. No, my mama had no rest at all. Oh, no, she didn't. And she was a tired chip living in her car for almost a year and a half. And she was tired and battered and bruised and alone. Many times without Joe beside her.
Yeah.
4.5 months with him in Los Animas. Over seeking shelter because my ex-chit bag never gave me that $400,000 he promised.
Or the Bronco and the camper.
Or the Bronco or the camper.
And you asked for
or the quick divorce. Okay? So if you really want to look in the mirror and find out what happened to this golden woman, I was golden for 25 years of marriage. You just see no police reports about me going ballistic at all. I was totally, what did Terry Cam say? Oh, golden. You're golden. You're golden. For the home study, you're golden. You even told them stuff you didn't have to. That's why you got the kids with Barbara Morgan. And if I can't tell my truth in a court of law, I'll tell it right here.
There you go.
Because anytime I ask a question to my attorney, she won't answer. Any questions I've asked of CYFD, they won't answer. Attorneys won't even call me back. I tried to reach my attorney, Sandra Bernhardt E. Tavaz, for 10 days. Called her and called her and called her. Not even a call back, not a text, not jack. Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies. Give you no assumptions, no alibis. But they don't want to even give me a word edgewise. Now, maybe because what I say here, I'm not sure. I'm just telling my story. This is my story, how I see it. I don't know how you see it and what your truth is, but I know what my truth is. And I'm just saying my truth. My truth. And luckily, I have this light in my life because I can let all that darkness go. Because those people never loved me anyway if they're willingly participating in this. It's called a conscious decision. You don't jack up. If you've known a mother for 32 years and you've known a wife for 25 years, and I was all good then, as long as I was your slave or whatever, I was good. But as soon as I get out from under your PTSD and immeasurable narcissism, and once I got away from there, I realized how much I wasn't loved, really. How I was treated. And still treated even after I left. They dagnab didn't want me there, but they didn't want me to come back. Let's talk about a lose-lose situation. Damn. And then everybody jumping on Desecration Station. They get on at Desecration Station. They hold on to that train. Everybody jumps on the Laurel Ledoux screw train. Terry Camp said he saw nothing like it. Everything's supposed to be really good in the team meetings, and then behind the scenes, everything goes ballistic. He's getting calls that I'm this, that, this is that. Whoa. No wonder he said in 45 years is the hardest case he had. And, however, we're getting back into the miracles now. We're going to lighten up a little bit here. Like, oh, we're going to lighten up in the light of, the truth here. And so, really, my O has been there for me. My O has been on guard duty every night when Joseph was gone. Make sure I was safe. Make sure I was protected. O sleeps in his crib under my bed, man. I knew my Joe was right underneath me all the time. When I needed comfort, he came up right spot, locked his forehead with me, and held me while I cried. Well, I didn't have my Joseph to hold because he was up in Los Animas because of trespassing we shouldn't have even been charged with. Had that $400,000 come in. Would have had a house, hot tub, businesses, cars. Hey, $400,000 would have went a long way had it been the truth.
Tell me.
But God gave me my O to protect me. And God gave me my Buzz, who makes toast and grilled cheese sandwiches and coffee and kept my food warm and kept me warm. And
kept you safe.
Gave me safe and gave me transpo. And, because, some people would get upset because I wouldn't get a place, or whatever they're saying I didn't want to, whatever. But no, that wasn't it. I get a place, cheers, chips in Raton, I'm going to get kicked out in 2 weeks or less.
Yeah.
I could just straight up expect that. I better have a car to get my things around. Since, my legs still jacked up and my foot still in my ankle, whatever, my hip, my back, my lower, oh, God. From the fall I took. But anyway, so, he's such a playful guy. So you see, I'm glad I got out of the chips. Because you guys didn't love me anyway. In fact, you straight up hate me. For what reason? I don't know. Maybe I'm a little too light like O. Am I a little too light like O, Yeah, I think that's a yes. I think that's a yes. Maybe, maybe I ask questions. You have to tell the truth. Right? Yeah.
No, you better not be doing that.
Oh, he's such a big baby.
No, he's never around me.
Oh, but he's playing.
I know he's playing.
Cover like
Oh, you did.
Come on, yeah. Excuse him, what? Oh, you big oh. Yeah, you see, there are little lights shining a little too bright for you guys, ain't it? O's kind of in your face, ain't it? The O of truth is a little in your face, ain't it? Yeah, O says, man, you dashed my mama. You lied about my mama. You said she was things she never was.
Got her.
She rescued me.
Yep. And you rescued me too.
Yeah, and I rescued you too. I rescued Mike Ledoux.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona, child support.
Mm-hmm.
Nurse, everything, clean up his mess, go to his probation.
I know.
Clean up his messes, make his coffee, cook his dinners, do his laundry. Man, that dude had me straight up in servitude.
I know.
For what? And this is what I get. I guess this is what you get for all doing all that good stuff, but this is what I got for doing all this good stuff, truth be told. Let's look at it.
You want to go outside? Okay.
Let's look at it. I got my Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I got my Joe. My Jose Andres Tavinio, who really loves me, I know. Yeah. My Jose and my O. They love me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Back my chips up in a second. Happy anniversary. So I gotta look at what I got. Right there, man. And what I lost was dark as chips. So what did I really lose? Because I got the light of this. And my little crown bitch is peachy. Where's my little... She's right there. There she is, just cleaning herself and laying in the sun, saying laying in the light. Look, I got love. I got love, live, learn, and get loves.
There you go.
Okay? And I learned to leave that dark spot that's right down there below her. I pulled myself out of that darkness, much like the Mount Diablo Valley. Much like Mount Diablo. Much like Espanola. Much like Raton. And now, out of Ledoux Town. Because I'm not treated like that by people who I served honorably for 25 years. Not perfectly, by a stretch. I was not a perfect piece of work. However, I was golden. You all know it. And nothing is ever going to hide that truth, loves.
There you go.
Nothing. And there's a bird's chirping confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll leave it at that, loves. Because when it comes down to it, the truth
Tops it all.
tops it all. Donut love? I knew the minute I looked into those eyes, right there. I knew those eyes right away. And as much as we've been through and oh my God, what we've learned, God bless us and what He's got us through, I wouldn't have it any other way, Jose.
There you go. Me either.